salt and flour and other cooking spices.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
When I see the salted meats bag, I'll go ahead and rummage and get some stuff out to eat.
Take
Oh,
that
no,
massive
no.
like layer of wax off of the top and just stick your hand through it. Oh God, that's just
Oh, yeah.
disgusting.
At first I thought it was the meat barrel that was the bad smell.
No, it was actually the probably the Gundrins. And with your medicine check, not only were you able to tell that he died of multiple stab wounds, both dwarves, and with that poison, they've probably been dead going on close to a week. Rigor mortis and all that good stuff is set in too. So.
Ooh.
I'm sure Gundren would like to see his brother again, so let's try and keep these bodies intact here.
All right, we'll remember them when they come out and take it with us.
Oh gosh. So what do you guys think? You got looks like there's two different ways that you can go.
Well,
once you go down, which way you say, Wim?
I say left, but I always say left.
Sounds like we're going left.
I like left.
Let's go.
I'll climb down the rope.
I'm gonna just try and climb with my bare claws and.
Yeah, like I said, as long as you guys aren't doing anything strenuous, you guys don't have to worry about doing any kind of like athletics checks or tumble checks getting down there. So.
All right, Wim, we will stay in here for just a little bit. You go check it out.
All right, sounds good. I'm invisible for an hour.
So you drank the invisibility potion?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
I've been talking to ghosts. This is strange.
Well, you could see his footprints appear in the dust.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Oh, that is creepy. So yeah, it's a short little. It's maybe about a 5 or 10 foot burrow that somebody had done, and it looks like it's been done actually quite recently. Wham! As you go in there, and you can see that in front of you there is a corridor, a stone corridor, where it goes to the left and to the right. And there is also something that goes straight as well.
Damn it, I always go left. It's my flaw, you know.
Well, it's no problem. And over here to the left, you can see that after about 30 feet or so, basically the corridor that you're traveling down, we'll put you in this square here, ends, but you can see that it travels both to the north and to the south, which is up and down.
Already.
And then of course you can see, going down this corridor as well. Looks like it has a couple different ways you can go as well. And then over here to the right, because of your goggles, it looks like the corridor abruptly ends because of basically a collapse.
Alright, I'm gonna go this way. Take a peek around the left side.
Alright. To the right, looks like there's a collapse. Another collapse. And also down to the south, as you kind of peer around the corner, is also another collapse. Let's do another random encounter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. So, as you're right here, all of a sudden, give me a perception check.
Nice roll.
Very nice.
Yes.
As you're peering around the corner, you do notice something hitting or dripping, because of course, you know, as you're traveling through here, you can still feel those concussions of breeze that are kind of hitting you every maybe 45 seconds or so, and it seems like it's perfectly timed every 45 seconds. And all of a sudden, and plus there's, you know, puddles of water as you're traveling through the Wave Echo Cave now, and you can hear the water dripping. Well, as you feel something very lightly hit your head, you look up, and when you look up, you see this creature stuck to the ceiling. It is a yellow blob of goo. So, yeah, give me a, I would say give me a perception check. No, I'll just take your perception check. It was so good. You look up because of this, these drops hitting you, and you are invisible. I do recognize you are invisible. You look up and you see an ochre jelly that's just kind of shimmering and pulsating on the stone wall.
Would I know what this is?
An ochre jelly. Mm-hmm. Yellow, yeah. It's
Yeah.
like an ochre jelly, yeah.
Would Wim recognize this as a hostile creature?
Yes, if it saw you. But
All right.
it does not notice. It does not notice you there.
All right. I'm going to slowly back up. If I could be unlocked.
Yeah, 1 second.
Squall, do you notice this cave is like breathing?
I need to look something up.
Yeah, it's
real
kind of
quick.
weird. Can we tell which direction it's coming from?
It's coming from both ways, I think.
I'm looking up blind sight.
Can caves be alive? I don't think so.
Yeah, all of you can actually feel that now. So I am looking at something really quick. Usually don't have to look anything up, but I'm looking up something really quick.
Hey, Lag, should we stick our head in this hole over here before we go the other way?
Wow, that was a hell of a random encounter roll. Of all the creatures to roll, yeah, actually, as you start to move away, it is going to lash out at you and attack. So just as you start to move like to the next square, let's do an attack on you really quick, and I'll go ahead and I'll put this ochre jelly down right here. It's kind of in your space as well. So, oops. In fact, that was not good. There we go. It's like my first time ever using Fantasy Grounds. Thanks for playing, Dave. So yeah, here is the ochre, and as you move back one, it lashes out at you. It has blind sense. So
nice.
Like the only creature that could really probably, you know, sense that you're there. Yeah, exactly. It can't see you, but it senses you. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this attack on you, and you're not expecting it, so it's going to be. Well, no, I'll say that you are probably being cautious. It's not like it's the element of surprise, so I won't give it advantage. I don't think that would be fair to give it advantage. So let's see. As it lashes out at you, this anvil form of the pseudopod lashes out at you. You duck. It smashes up against the wall of the corridor that you're going down, and it hits with such force that it cracks the once beautiful plaster tile and this stuff just kind of just falls to the floor. So let's roll initiative between you and the ochre jelly. The ochre jelly's already rolled an initiative, so
I don't guess we would have heard that all the way out here.
Sledgehammer.
I would say probably not. I love that video, Sledgehammer. Remember when his hands turned into anvils? And yeah, that was pretty cool. Anyways, I guess you had to be an 80s kid to see that. All right, so Wim, it looks like you have a lower initiative. So let's go ahead and get another attack in. No, I will let you go ahead and go now that the jelly's gone ahead and gone. So you can go ahead and you can go. And I'll change that token out.
Okay.
Better looking jelly.
See here.
So if you want to, you can attack or you can run. Or you can do whatever you want. It's your turn.
I will go ahead and attack.
All right. All right, you hit the ochre jelly. You hit him with your whip. And your whip hit for a 25, 19. That's really nice.
Yeah, do that slashing damage.
So so it did resist some of your damage. Resisted all of your damage.
Okay. Well, that was my attack, and I still have a move, and I think
you have you still have a bonus action, but you notice that as soon as you slash that thing, the slash wound just kind of filled in with the bile of the jelly, and you're like, oh crap, what the heck happened there?
Okay, so I'm gonna hang on one second.
Didn't take any damage. In fact, I think it could be pretty cool to split this thing.
No, Squall, don't worry. Wim don't get in any trouble.
I'm going to put another one in there.
It'll all be fine.
I'm kind of worried about what's going to pop out of this hole on the other side over here.
Okay, so I'm gonna use a key point to use Step of the Wind to take disengage as a bonus action.
Okay, sounds good. Bonus action, you can go ahead and move up to your movement, which you haven't taken any, so you can go ahead and feel free to move your 40 feet because you're a monk.
I am still locked.
No, that's okay. Take that 10 foot and drag it somewhere else, and then drag it somewhere else, wherever you want to go. And then I will approve the move. At the end of the there you go. Well, you can actually do it to where you can do it in different directions too, instead of just going through the wall like that for 30 feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So what we'll do is we'll unlock the tokens. I'll relock it, and then go ahead and draw that line again, just so next time we do it, you'll know how to do it. So drag your line out to probably what, 20 feet, 25 feet where you're at. Okay, and then you can take the square on the hover over the 20, and then you can see there. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Oh yeah, I didn't know you could do that on the end of it.
No, that's okay, no problem. And then I would just approve it. It'll put you there, and that's a great feature about Fantasy Grounds. So, because of course, whenever the roaches scatter as a monster comes out, and everybody loves to move their tokens. So that's why.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Right on.
So you get away from this thing. You slash it. You do damage to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You notice that this thing was not damaged at all, and as you are moving away, this thing does move a little bit too. It just kind of inches its way towards you.
Wim, I see you. You're not invisible.
Am I not?
Not once you attack.
That's right.
Yeah, you became visible. So yes, Wim comes back in, eyes all big and whatnot.
Breathing heavily.
Yeah.
Guys, there's this yellowish gelatinous substance coming to attack.
You got. Oh. All right. Well, stand out
All
of the
right.
way.
Where I come from, we do not have jelly that attacks people.
We usually eat
back
the
up.
shit.
Back up out of there, and let's take it on. I'm gonna shine my light in there and see if I can see it.
That's only about a 5-foot hole, and then you can see it open up into another type of cavern.
Does the hole go straight through it, or does it go down?
It just goes straight through the caved-in part where it created the hole. Basically, it kind of just goes up, sort of like a ramp up about 5 to 8 feet. Because you're down probably about 5-8 feet, and then you just kind of climb up the hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
All right, I'm gonna
what
ready
say
something for when it comes through. If it comes through.
you wait, and it does not come through.
We might see nothing.
Well, I don't think I'm going back through there soon.
All right.
I wonder if we can burn it.
Do you have fire?
Wasn't there some oil up there with the dwarves?
Yes, they have supplies.
I will stand guard down here if you want to check it out.
He does, it's, and little GM advice or DM advice to you guys. You guys can always try to recall knowledge of creatures. So, he explained that he saw a yellow ochre jelly because he knew what it was. So if you guys...
Well, yeah, if that's enough to go on, then I'll try to see if I remember anything.
Do a history... I would say probably do a nature check. I would say probably more nature. So, yeah, you can go ahead and try to recall something. Squall, you don't remember anything about the ochre jelly. Let's see if you remember anything about the ochre jelly. There, Laddie Bear. With a, you can do a nature check.
Nope.
You guys definitely don't remember anything about the ochre jelly.
You got attacked by poop?
Something like it, yes.
All right, well.
But you wait for 30, 45 seconds, a minute, nothing happens. It does not come through the hole, slinking through the hole.
Okay, I'm not making it up.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I don't want this thing coming out our back, so do you want to check out, see if there's any oil, or you want to just go ahead
Yeah, I want to head up and pick up as much oil as I can.
I do remember I have a torch.
I have one burning right now.
Oh, you have the fire.
Yes.
Yep, he has a torch burning. And don't forget to take that off your sheet, too. You know how I'm about
I
rations
did already,
and
yeah.
torches.
Oh, yeah.
That can get your character killed.
Wim's going through some of his stash on the inside of his robes and just remembered he has some alchemist fire flasks in there.
There we go. That's
Nice.
A couple of episodes ago.
Yeah, we need to try and firebomb this thing is what I'm thinking.
All right, well, I will go in first, and maybe, or you should go in
first.
first.
You guys have another cavern, too, that you can try to go down. I mean, the slime didn't chase you. I mean, you can go in after the slime, or after the ochre jelly, or, hey, you can maybe even go down the other cavern down there in the southeastern corner of that pit that you're in.
That's a good point.
Totally up to you guys.
Before we go anywhere, I'm going to go ahead and give one of these alchemist fire flasks to Squall, so he's equipped with some kind of
Sure. Just put it in the party sheet. See if you can drop it into the party sheet on the inventory tab. And then Laddie would be able, or whoever's going to take it could just take it off of the party sheet.
Speaking for myself, I would hate to get into like a limp pickle situation where we're having to rapidly move through this place and then have to get boxed in by this snot blob. So I say we take it on now.
All right. I agree.
You said to
Let's do
just
it.
drag it into the party sheet?
Yeah, into the second tab on the right, the inventory tab, where you can store items. You can just pick up the little eye symbol and just should be able to drop it right into the party sheet. There you go.
Oh, yeah. I was
Perfect.
just grabbing the name.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. And then you can, whoever's going to take it can just take it off of the party sheet. So nice little feature as well.
Cool.
I'm willing to go firebomb this thing, man. If you guys want to hang out here, I'll do it.
All right, let Wim go first. He fastest, and then I will be second.
He fastest. I love
He
it.
fastest. And then you can
Eat
take
a
up
fast
through.
one. Okay, takes a deep breath, plunges into
We'll be
it.
right behind you.
All right.
All right. So Wim, you go up to the corner, or are you going up to about right here, or because you're on a line, you keep
right
going
here.
on the line. So yeah, so you're going to look around the corner. You can see the ocher jelly. It's right here, and and then all of a sudden, as you kind of look around the corner, it starts to quiver and shake again, and it looks like it's starting to move towards you again.
Oh, that's
So,
disgusting. Throw it.
You guys have everybody rolled initiative. Well, Squall, you don't have to. You've already rolled. So, all right. So let's see. Laddie, go ahead and roll.
Got it.
You don't need a initiative roll from me, Dave?
Yeah, you can go ahead and do one. Yeah, everybody, but yeah. All right, there we go. All right, so Squall, you have kind of been expecting everything. You are first. So Squall, actually where you're at, you can actually see on the ceiling this yellow ocher jelly. You can definitely see it.
Oh, it's on the ceiling.
Yeah, it's on the ceiling, yeah. Yep. Yeah, Wim felt a couple of blobs of goo kind of drop down on his head.
All right, I'm going to try and torch this thing up and light the alchemist fire and toss it at it.
All right, go ahead. That'll be your action. You pull it out as part of your movement. Throw it. And I believe the alchemist fire says, what is it? It's in a range attack, so it would be dex, I think.
So you just want a D20?
It should say something there on the alchemist fire. If you open it up, it should have all of the mechanics inside of it.
Yeah, it's a ranged attack.
1d4.
All right,
20
so
feet.
you can go ahead and do a d20 and add in your dexterity modifier. You are within the range, so it'll be looks like there you go. Oh, you got to add in your dex mod too. So what is your? It's
plus
not gonna
3.
it's not going to be enough anyway. So basically, it falls. You miss it, and it splashes under the ocher jelly. And what is it? A 5-foot square? Does this
Hold on.
say?
Let me find it.
It just says you can throw it 20 feet. You can make a ranged attack against a creature and object. Treating the alchemist fire as an improvised weapon. On a hit, the target takes 1d4 damage at the start of each of its turns.
Yeah, I would think it's just a 5-foot square because it doesn't really have that.
Yeah, let's make a little 5-foot square right here.
But it does keep burning.
Yes, it's that's why I'm putting the square down. See, we'll say that you miss it, and it's under because of the layers. How the layers aren't. I don't have layers extension, so that square is right under that green square is right under the ocher jelly. All right. So
Right.
that's where the fire is, and if you go into that square, you'll take 1d4 damage because it's going to burn for a little while. Okay, so Squall, take any movement that you'd like to, and you guys can actually you guys can jump up and attack this thing too. We'll say that the it's.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. How tall are the ceilings?
It's like 20 feet, but we'll say it's on the wall to where you guys can attack it. It's like half on the wall and half on the ceiling. So yeah, it's about 10 foot up. You can swing and attack it. All right, so let's go to the ochre jelly now. This thing doesn't have very much movement, so it moves right here, and it will lash out at whim. And a pseudopod reaches out, outstretches, and misses with an 8. And that's it for the ochre jelly. So, Wim, you're up.
Alchemist fire.
All right. That'll be a 10, which is actually a hit. So you hit the pseudopod as it's retracting back in, and you can go ahead and give it a 1d4 fire damage. It does look like it does damage it, but it doesn't do like a massive amount of damage as you were hoping to do. But it still does do 4 damage.
Yeah, we know that it's harmful to it.
Yep, it is harmful. That's for sure. All right, so let's go to Wim. Wim, you can take any movement that you want to. And you also have your bonus action.
That's true. Back up this way.
All right. So you're going to spend another key point to get out of the way, right? To disengage, or are you going to take the attack of opportunity?
No, I'll spend the key.
Okay. All right. So Ladith, you're up now.
All right. So I will cast as a bonus action Shillelagh on my laddie branch, and so my club starts to glow, and I run in and smash it.
All right. You hit it with a 17.
Don't worry, I got this, guys.
All right, you hit it for 8. It definitely looks like you've heard it with your bludgeoning weapon.
Turn and look for Squall and notice that he ran out of the whole thing. Squall, where'd you go?
Squall, you're up.
I'll move back in and attempt to shoot the snot blob with my crossbow.
All right. That's a hit with a 19. All right. You do a total of 6 damage to it. And you do notice that your arrow does hurt it. You can actually see a hole from where the arrow went in and is now stuck and kind of floating in this gelatin mass. All right. If you have any movement left, you can go ahead and take it.
I'm good.
What's up, Freighters? It's doing a lot better. All right, so let's go with the ochre jelly. It's going to slam down at Ladith now. This pseudopod reaches out and tries to touch you. Man, that's a miss as well. So let's go to Wim. What say you?
Let's see.
You do remember you have an aha moment. No, because you're pondering that. It doesn't look like any extra damage from the fire. But you do remember, lightning is what will do extra damage to these things. These things are vulnerable to lightning damage. And you have that aha moment going back to your check from before.
All right. I'm going to stash my whip to the side and pull out the red branch sword. And I'm still holding a tonfa in my left. And I'll go ahead and attack with the red brand.
All right. So you hit with the short sword. You hit with a 19. All right. You do 7 piercing damage to it. You puncture a hole. Looks like it takes the damage.
And I will let them know that it's vulnerable to electricity.
Oh, that's great. Why don't you just shoot some?
That would be nice.
Oh,
Ladith, you're up. Lightning swell. Anyone?
yeah. This thing is gross. I look through my spell book real quick. Nope, no lightning. I'll just smash it with a hammer, and I'll cast Shillelagh again as a bonus action, and then
I don't think you have to cast it. I think it stays on you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it lasts for
a
minute.
minute. That's right.
How long have you been playing as Druid?
Yeah, exactly. It's only the second time I've used this spell.
Yeah, that's a nice spell.
Oh,
Wow. You swing and miss as you almost hit Whim.
Oh, this thing looks like fat.
Yeah,
my
well,
turkey
I'll
leg.
say that I was going to do a to hit roll on Whim for you, so yeah. Well, I'll pass on that. So,
I'll do it if you want.
No, I know you will. No, you go ahead and pass it. So we'll go to round number 3 already. And Squall, you're back up.
All right, I'm taking aim at it, and I'm going to fire another bolt.
All right. That's a hit with a 13. I was hoping they were going to hit with a slashing weapon so it would split, but it's not going to happen now. You do 11 damage. Nice damage. This thing is actually starting to deflate a little bit, and you guys have had so many holes put in this now. It's starting to drain this like gelatinous bile, and it's starting to like run down the walls and stuff and drip onto the floor. All right, take any movement. We'll go with Laddie. Why don't you go ahead and give me a D10? 1 to 5 will be you. 6 to 10 will be Whim. All right, so he's going to attack you with its pseudopod attack. As it slashes out, and it crushes you with a 22 versus AC. So you take a total of 13 bludgeoning and acid as you feel some burning sensation from this goo that's gotten onto you. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. And that's it for the pseudopod as it goes to now Whim.
Okay. I'm going to use some unarmed strikes here.
Okay. First attack is a hit
To try
with a 9.
Whim,
So do
did
you
you
wanna
just
do a-
slap that jelly?
You can do another key point and do 2 more attacks for your bonus action, but you'd be spending all your key points. Or you could just do a normal offhand unarmed strike.
I think I'm going to do just a normal one for now.
Sure, go for it. So your first one hits it for 6. It seems like this thing is almost... you hit it, yes. You hit it again, and with your damage, you take it out, and the ochre jelly basically flops down onto the floor.
I just did the crane on it.
Yeah, you did. And as it flops down onto the floor, that alchemist fire that was burning kind of flares up, Eddie Murphy Raw style, where he says, "Whoa, now that's a barbecue!" As it kind of flares up, and then it kind of subsides as it puts the fire out. So you guys are out of combat.
Oh, guys, this is gross, but I kind of want to taste it.
I'm not
I wouldn't do
surprised.
that if I were you.
No. All right. I do want to look around and see, did it leave anything behind, or is it just sort of dissolved?
No, it's got like this. It's like a sack, and then it has holes all in it, and of course is dripping. So of course you can see a couple of crossbow bolts in there, and you're looking through the rest of the sludge and kind of poking it like a bear in a cage. No pun intended, laddie bear.
Yeah.
Shaking it off my foot.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and give me an investigation check as you are looking inside of the ochre jelly.
Sure.
Close but no cigar. You don't see anything. Maybe the others might if they want to do an investigation check.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink a potion of healing.
Yeah, you don't have your cleric with you. Man, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess it didn't actually ever hit me. That's I could have sworn it did at one point.
Oh, just me.
All right. So anybody else gonna investigate the ooze? The
I'll
ochre
take a
jelly?
poke at it.
All right. That much closer, but no cigar. I usually reward on like 20s. So even if there's nothing, in the module word for word that there's an item in there, I'll usually let you guys check. And if you get a 20, I'll usually let you roll on the magic item tables from the DMG, A, B, or C, or whatever. So, but no, you close. But you were like, "Oh, is this something?" No, it's an arrow. Damn it! It's one of my bolts that's destroyed.
Wim, where did you see this thing? Was it just sitting here?
It was on the ceiling in the corner, straight ahead.
All right. Is there anything else over here? I'm gonna go check out the collapsed parts of the tunnel. See if there's anything in there. Dig around, kick around.
I like it. Taking advantage of the investigation. I like it. Go ahead and give me another D20 investigation. You guys will eventually get 20s.
Yeah, like that.
Oh, laddie, but you're -1, so it doesn't count. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
A 20 is still a
Insulting
20.
my intelligence.
So
You find it,
yeah.
but it's broken.
So what do you what are you rummaging around all of the debris and the boulders and stuff like that?
Well,
you're just kind of digging through it.
I forgot to pee outside, so I'm clearing out a space to go.
Well, as you're clearing out your space to go, you find a potion of healing.
Oh, pinch it off.
So turtle head.
There, oh.
So
Yeah.
I will go ahead and
All right.
put the potion of healing into the party sheet. You can do with it what you want to do with it. Do with it as you may.
Sweet. I'll walk over to the guys. Look, I found this while I was peeing.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Wipe it off first, dude.
Oh, all right. Okay, so I still have my light.
He didn't mean the potion.
No. No. I do have an empty jar now, empty vial now, though. I may do that next time. So, guys, me carrying light, I don't want to go in front, so maybe Squall and I sit back here again, and Whim, you go check it out.
No, they're not going to see lights coming down from the end of the hall or nothing.
Wim gives a little nervous chuckle.
This time, if you see Booger, just run back. Or yell Limp Pickle.
Limp pickle. What about pineapple?
If pineapple
Another ochre
means
jelly
we
encounter. I'm
leave.
going to pass on this one, seeing that they've already had one random.
Okay, which way?
I will not.
left, of course.
I won't do this encounter.
Oh, my favorite.
Maybe I could do maybe a grick. A grick would be pretty cool.
They're not on the line.
Maybe a roper.
And I'm going to give you a stealth roll.
Oh yeah, you're
All
not
right.
invisible now.
Look to the left, another collapsed cavern.
Don't see
And
anything
you can
else here.
see, no, don't see anything else here. And you can see kind of straight ahead to where you see where the cavern continues to go north for quite some way.
I'm going to take a look here to the right.
After about 30 feet, It ends abruptly, but you can see that it does have a way to go up and down, which is north and south, or as your token's facing it, right or left.
I'll continue this way.
Are you one of those that just keeps the zone on your left-hand side and just continues to follow everything around on the left?
Only because I'm following the flaw of my character. I actually have that.
Nice. So as you get to this corner, you can see that there is another corridor that goes to the right after about 20 feet or so.
And of course, where do I go? The left.
So, Squall, you want to take bet he get attacked again?
I'll bet on it, not against it.
About 30 feet down, 30, 40 feet, there is an end to another tunnel. Another cave-in. Lots of cave-ins in here. Lots of cave-ins. Massive pile of rubble towards the end. Perfect spot for Laddie Bear.
Gonna mark my territory.
Wow, you guys are far away. I like that.
I bet you do.
Yeah, so you can see down towards the end of this cavern, it opens up into a larger space, into another larger cavern. Maybe it's something like what you had came into as you first entered, and then seeing that you do have your goggles on, you can see that there is a pretty large body of water.
Ooh.
Yes, because you can see that very narrow strip of water because of the way that you're in the tunnel.
That's starting to get loud now, huh?
What's that?
The sound of the water probably starting to get loud now.
I never mentioned anything about water.
I thought you just said there was water up there.
Oh well, yeah, the water, but there was no sound or anything. But you still feel the pulsing of air, but you don't hear any water. You just see it. So somebody's read the module, I think. Busted.
Head back and, tell them to come forward a little bit.
Busted.
All right.
My map up.
The water doesn't get loud until the other side of the cave.
Up there, should we check out these
on the
around
other
here?
side over here where this water is? Nice one.
Yeah, let's see what's around that corner.
Okay.
Busted.
Sorry, I didn't hear that, guys.
Now we're gonna go check out these corridors that did not get opened.
Okay, you want me to follow, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is almost like a maze-like area that you guys are traveling through. Just a bunch of mine tunnels. You can see that all these different intersecting passages as you guys are looking up north here. You can see a couple more intersecting passages right here. A couple going to the east, one going to the west. All right, you can see down this intersecting as well. It's coming back around. You can see a couple going to the right, a couple to the left.
This strange labyrinth in here.
It is.
Yes, it makes me wonder why it was built this way.
Looks like they're basically mining, because you can see portions of it where it's been mined and whatnot. So
Yeah. So are these walls like nice and man-made and stuff around there?
yeah, this is definitely natural. That's for sure. So not natural. They're dwarvish. dwarvish type of. You could tell by the way that everything is kind of bored out. Yeah, this is definitely done by dwarves.
Yeah, but we could tell like the hole that we came in earlier was not the same.
No, definitely not.
Construction.
Yeah, that was just something makeshift to where you could get out of that first cavern. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So that map to this cave didn't have a map of the interior, did it?
No, just the very first couple of like the first cavern and stuff. So, and a map to the actual location of the cave itself.
Right.
Because remember, Gundren and his brothers, when they found the Wave Echo Cave, they never explored it because they had fought some skeletons and stuff. But back in that first room, there was a pile of bones over in the corner as well. So, all right, so let me unlock that. There was no random encounters as you guys are kind of looking around this maze type of area.
Yeah. Wim, where'd Squall go?
They went to the right somewhere. Wim's fighting the urge so hard to start making a map right now. So he pulls out some chalk and starts making some arrows.
Sure. Yeah, I don't blame
So
you.
he knows exactly which way he's coming from and where he's going.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, you can definitely do that. So, Squall, as you're kind of going off on your own, you see that down to the south there's a couple more. There's another intersection, and behind you, you get the glance of a door as well.
Whoa, there's a door here.
Yeah, it is it's a wooden door. It looks like an old wooden type of door with iron strappings and stuff like that holding it together.
I found a door.
All right. Let's check out the rest of these halls. Then we check the door.
Okay, I'm gonna go south.
All
Okay.
right. So here's what you see, Laddie. And Squall, you see down towards the end, it goes left and right. I'll do another random.
Yeah, so I want to check
here.
out these next two and just look down them, not go down them, but just
Sure.
look.
Yeah, this next one that you kind of veer into has a 10-foot flight of stairs going up, and you can see that this opens into a larger area as well because you see the ceiling goes from about 10 to 12 feet up to past 20 feet, and you can't see how high the ceiling goes. And you can't even see really in there because of the flight of stairs is 10 foot up. In fact, because of you're a little bit taller, I will give you a little bit more, and it does look like this room does open up.
Ah, okay. So I'll tell him that we've got a little bit of an incline here. Go ahead and mark that on your little drawing.
All right. Squall, what about you? All right, Squall, you look down to your right. You see that there's another dead end, but yet again, right to the diagonal part to where you're at, to the south is another chamber going down, and it looks like it opens up. You have Squall. What kind of vision do you have? Do you have dark vision?
I will need to light a torch. Yeah, I don't have dark vision.
All right, so you can go ahead and light a torch. I was kind of wondering how you were seeing. So you're carrying a torch. You look down to the right, well, to your left, and with the torch you can see about up to here, and there is another entrance to another corridor on the right hand side and on the left hand side, and that's what you can see with the range of the torch. 20 and 20 basically.
I'm going back to the party.
40 and 40. All right, let's see, let's put you back here for just a second. Random encounter time. I know you guys love that.
Oh boy.
All right. You move all the way back, and you have no random encounter, Squall. So you are able to make it back up to your party Laddie and Wynn, you guys are looking down this corridor to the north, and you see another cave-in.
Guys, every once in a while, I just feel like this
They're getting
sense
a
of
good portion
impending doom, and then it sort of passes a little.
uncovered.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I just want to watch out.